When was your last promotion? Sitting next to me, a good friend of mine, a key individual in our business, Eddie Magale, who knows a thing or two or five about getting promoted and growing his income. Gang, what we want to talk to you about today is, have you in the last 3 years grown your income? Has it stayed the same or has it decreased? Okay, if it stayed the same or decreased, please watch this video. We might share one or two strategies that has worked for us both to grow our income. If you already have a kick-ass strategy and your income has grown, please watch as well, because we might add one or two angles to your already great strategy so that we can make it even more exciting. Eddie, are we going to give the viewers some value today?
I'm very excited, Mr. Bobs, to be sharing with everybody at home on how to grow within the structure of a company. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Are we going to reveal the main thing that has caused both our incomes to grow? Are we going to reveal that to the viewers?
The masterclass is all about helping each other out, making sure that we share growth, we share the knowledge that we've been able to acquire so far. So I don't see any reason why not. Let's do it.
Let's do it. But I'm going to be that guy and leave it to the end of the video, okay, so that the people can get all the value that we have to give.
For sure.
So before we get into it, I think we need to discuss why some people do get a promotion and some people don't.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with my favorite thing I like to say to you.
Okay.
The 3-year ago version of Eddie today. Okay. So if I could bring the 3-year-old version of Eddie today. So you, mindset, speech, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you thought 3 years ago.
If that guy walked in here.
I leave this chair, that guy comes in here, and I say to you, Eddie, in the business world, you have to compete against that version of yourself, the younger, faster version. Who wins?
Sure, it's unfair. It's not even the same spot. I would actually eat that guy for lunch, Mr. Boss.
Amazing.
No. With the changes that has been there, obviously the growth with the eyes being on getting promoted, growing in the market, that guy wouldn't survive a minute in here. No, you don't want to do that to that guy.
So I'm very, very fortunate to have known you for the past 18 months because we've worked closely together, and I'll agree. The version of you that I first met is a different human to the version of the human being sitting in front of me.
For sure.
Let me ask you this question so that the viewers can get another insight of what it takes to get promoted the whole time.
Yeah.
Is your belly full?
Not even closer. The good thing about growth is the more you grow, the more hungry you become.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I still see that fire in your eyes, except now I have to put shades on because the fire is definitely bigger. Yeah. Then let me ask you this thing. If we were to put the two Eddies next to each other, okay, I need you to tell me, act, walk, talk, process issues, the way that you see life, the way that you see family, the way that you approach your work. You've played lots of professional sport or organized sport when you were younger. How do you see yourself?
Sure. So I'm glad that the 3-year-older version of me back in the day, I can't even clearly remember that guy because there's been so many changes from all the guidance that I've received from fellow colleagues, more especially working closer to you. The growth that has been there, the advices, the reading, the constantly training every day, the discipline. I really don't think that guy should even be in this room. No. It makes me wonder which Eddie we can be talking to if we were to sit again after a year and have this conversation.
So, I'm glad you brought that up because I want to share with the viewers your last month, so October, you hit a record month for yourself and your team. You did 91 cars.
Yes.
What I need the guys to realize is I've had this conversation with Eddie more than 500 times, if so little. Yeah. So the version of Eddie today at 91 cars is a different version of Eddie at 110 cars. You're not the same person.
For sure.
Because if you have this mindset, you've reached your limit. So you're constantly chasing that new person, which means you will have to reinvent yourself. So somebody, a mentor of mine, a couple of years ago taught me about seeing this as a cell phone version of yourself. So if you are a Samsung person or an Apple person, let's say I'm an Apple person, it's the IS version, ISO. If you start at a company at the ISO 1.0, if you are 3 years later at the ISO 1.1, that means the company has outgrown you.
Yeah, for sure.
You need to, am I right or wrong, you need to constantly be growing that new version of yourself, downloading data from everywhere so that you are the better version than you were yesterday.
That's correct. That's correct, Mr. Hobbs. Remember, one of the things that we both learned in books is that you can't expect the company, right, to pull you up. It's you that can actually level up through training, through reading, and then obviously that would then make you a good leader, and in that way you stand a much better chance of actually pulling up your company, and in that way that also brings about a bigger possibility of your income increasing as well. What happens with most individuals is we do expect our income to grow, we do expect to get the likes of promotions, but without looking at the inside, because that's where it starts. It all starts with us. If you want growth, you have to grow first, and growth will always follow you.
So I've got an awesome way of articulating this. So it's income, capacity. So people are always chasing income, and the income sometimes exceeds your capacity. And if you don't grow your capacity, your state of mind, what happens? You pull your income back.
Dangerous. Yeah.
So what you need to be doing is you need to be increasing your capacity, pulling your income up. That means you're always adding more value to the company than what the company is paying you for.
For sure.
And the company has got no choice. They have to pay you more because your capacity has increased.
For sure.
So, as a branch manager, as a CEO of the company, we had a record month last month. We did 451 units.
Yes.
I know that the CEO version of me sitting right here is not going to be able to take the company past 500 units. I need to reinvent myself. So do you.
Yes.
And we have to do it together.
For sure.
100%. So we're going to reveal that one secret, but you've touched on it 4 or 5 times already. I hope the viewers,
I just couldn't wait.
have picked up on it. So the main thing about working at Mit-Mak Motors, you are encouraged and semi-forced to read books. Yeah. So that's the thing that I've in the beginning struggled with, Eddie, but once it caught on, you are the only guy that if we have a book of the month, you do 4. If I give you 2 books of the month, you do 8. Yeah. So I think that has been my secret weapon, and that has been your secret weapon as well. So
for sure.
I want you to make a book suggestion to the audience for their first book, should they choose to, and then we'll put the link below so they can click on it. And we are not a book selling a company. We do cars. We specialize in cars. So we've got no commission, no income whatsoever from it. So don't worry, we're getting paid for promoting books. Eddie, what book would you promote to the people?
Okay, so one book that really also touched, I believe, most of us, and I believe it would be a great start, is called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Very, very awesome book. It's freely available on Audible, so you can always download the book on Audible. After this read, I expect quite serious growth. You really want to try it.
Okay, so for some closing thoughts, Eddie, we know, everybody now knows, we love reading books and we love downloading the knowledge, especially the mistakes that the authors made. Yeah. You know, everybody knows Steve Jobs did an iPod and an iPhone and made him billions, but nobody knows all the mistakes that he made in boardrooms.
For sure.
When it comes to ego, when it comes to throwing his toys around, that eventually cost him his company. He got it back because he's an amazing entrepreneur, but it cost him his company. So if you were to give the audience maybe 1 or 2 extra insights of your success, what would it be?
Yeah, lucky for us, we don't have to make the same mistakes that Steve Jobs did, but we can read about the mistakes and we can actually just grow and be better from there. However, we are talking about how to get a promotion on this video. One thing that's key, discipline, waking up, making sure every day that you have a routine, you have a plan for the day. And more than anything, my last words would be just making sure that every day when you wake up, you have a better version of yourself. Then the results will follow, definitely.
So analyze the mistakes. What have I made, or where, in which areas have I made mistakes yesterday? How can I improve on them?
Yes.
When you have a success, how do I double up on that success to make sure that it grows even bigger, and then just do it constantly?
That's the recipe.
Amazing. I can see why Eddie has gotten 5 promotions in 18 months. Thank you very much for watching our video. I hope it added some value. And if you like the type of content, and if you feel that stuff like this, conversations like this, may help a family friend, or even help a mother, a brother, somebody that's maybe down, or somebody that needs a little bit of a kick in the backside to get that income up and you know, not have it plateau like it was, please click on the subscribe button as well as on the bell, and we'll make sure that we send the next 1 or 2 versions of this conversation through the notifications. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.